It's showtime. Hold on to your seat at the Apollo. Get your body here. It's showtime. Oh, step out. Yes, he missed it. Oh, he got the roll. Oh, what's up? I always do that. I start the stream and then I forget that I started the stream and I'm sitting there talking amongst myself when I could be talking to you. Get some music going here just to welcome you in properly. Now, there we go. How you doing? How's your hump day? Hey, it's hump day. How's your hump day? I started the show a little later today because the Nuggets are in Nueva York taking on the Knicks. You know, I do 5 to goes. And so I figured, like, well, I don't want to do that awkward thing where it's like, I don't want to get off. I just want to stay with my internet friends. So I figured, like, just smash the two things together, go through the last 5 minutes of the third quarter. There's your 5 to go. And then carry it all the way through the fourth quarter. And then by the time I'm done, I can literally just hand it over. As soon as the game's over, I just hand it over to Dan. Diggity Dan Tanner. For In the Paint. Seems like a plan. So I figured I'd go with it. So I was going to come in here and just screw around on the internet and have you guys follow me through it because it's kind of slow news day. So I'll still do that while I watch the game because, boy, what a game is it turned out to be. A barnyard burner between the Nuggets and the Knicks right now, deadlocked at 84. Seems like it'll be fun. I'll read your comments. I will chat with you. If you'll chat back, talk to me, I talk back. For those of you guys that just like to lurk and then just watch, I don't mind that either. All are welcome. All are welcome. So this is a little thing that I call Good News Travel Fast, and it starts. Oh, it starts now.
And now it's time to play everybody's favorite game.
Good news. We are talking about combination. Jesus Christ. We can't run.
All real. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome one, welcome all to the Players Ball. You in my neighborhood now. That's a foul. What a game, Nuggets fans, so far, huh? It's had all of it. Early foul trouble for our boy Joker. He scored, 6 points? Yo, fishing in the house. Conga in the building. Levon loves his money. Levon loves his money. What the that mean? The refs have really struggled to Daniel in the house. Still losing trust in Malone and his staff. Nothing new there. Popping in so we can chop it up. These dads all the way to chat. Nuggets down 88-84. I'm going to need them to rectify that. Do a Bez Believe review, please. Okay, god damn. I know you love Bez Believe. Since we're just browsing the internet. Okay, I could fit that in here. A little applause from Paul Schaefer. What is the late night with Paul Schaefer thing? Person yellow, podium blue. Happy birthday, Paul. It's your birthday?
That is good news. To be honest, that is good news.
That's good. It's my birthday. That is good news. Happy birthday, Paul Schaefer. Is that a birthday emoji? I don't have emojis. I thought those was cakes. My bad. What kind of cakes? She got that ass. We're gonna chop it up. So far, my observations have been, yes, Jamal's playing great. God damn, he has some of the most frustrating turnovers. When he's playing good, you can tell he's going to turn the ball over because he actually doesn't want to pass it. Every time he passes is because he knows he's like, God, I guess I just kind of have to. I kind of have to pass it. Dad Solo, you and I need to chop it up about chopping up some content. I want to talk to you about something, Dad Solo. Mike Malone hasn't had a good night. Oh, come on. We're not doing that. Clapping like strippers' butts. And what? Timothy Rim is in the house. I'm a nice worker. Let's talk about the genius that is Adam Silver wanting to cut down the minutes to NBA games. Because, you know, that's the problem, right? They're just playing too many minutes in the games. Nosferatu. He knows staying up late and then sleeping in all day. If you catch my drift, the walking undead. Who makes a lot? Adam Silver spends his days counting in a garage by the motorway. I'm lost. It's an emoji. They described my emoji. God, Nuggets defense has been porous. Nuggets down 93, 86. I'll tell you this much. This is not a game they can afford to lose. This would be their third loss straight on this roadie. You would have hoped that they would have gotten a good, gritty win in Minnesota. They didn't get that. They got their doors blown. And then you would have hoped that they would have been able to bounce back and get, you know, a win over a team that was there to be had in Chicago. They did not. They lost that game. And now you're going up against a New York Knicks team that is playing well. I think they are third in the East and loath to lose at home. And it's been teetering. They have led during this game by the most. I think the Nuggets led by was 6. They find themselves down 7. And the silver lining is that Joker hasn't really gotten going yet. And so with 9 points, that is not a Nikola Jokic night. 9 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. We've seen his 2 kryptonites on this road trip. The Frenchman and now Cat. These seem to be guys that have Joker's number. He just doesn't play. He doesn't play the same. When I say he doesn't play the same, he's not dominating in those 2 instances. He has problems with Rudy Gobert's length, and something about Cat's game gets Joker off his square. 3 of 6. Let me just go ahead and pull this up here. Currently shooting 3 of 6 from the field. So he's not forcing it. But he's definitely not having his way. And I think this team goes as he goes. I don't think that. I think that's not just something I'm saying. I think that we all know that as he goes, this team goes. So, and he's not getting his assist numbers. So that's also another frustrating thing to watch is watching Michael Porter Jr. 20 minutes, 3 of 7, 1 of 4 from 3. He's got 9 points, but it's really watching the game and seeing him. It just seems like he smokes before the game. It seems like he gets high before the game. He's just never really all that engaged. He's got this gear that he can't reach. It's just all too cool for school, kind of, you know. And a couple of the turnovers that he's had. The Nuggets have 14 turnovers in this game. 11 turnovers so far in the game. And it's just like when they don't value the ball, it always leads to points for the other side. The Knicks have only turned the ball over 4 times. It's just frustrating to watch. It's very frustrating to watch. Nuggets got blown out in the first game, 145 to 118. And, well, this is game 2 of their, they got 3 against the Knicks? 2. We only got 2. I mean, it's not in division, so it doesn't matter. But oh, here's a shocker. Should this be a make or break game for Malone? LOL. Long. LOL. Bang loads. Brick loads. Bang loads equals brick loads. It's your birthday for sure, Paul. You're getting the real. You're feeling real. Have you had a couple? You had a couple birthday pops? A couple birthday pops? I was cruising Instagram, which I try not to do. I try not to death scroll on Instagram anymore. And so I found a couple of things that in the break, they may or may not be basketball related. They may or may not be sports related. Is that okay? Is that all right with you? Is that all right with you? Keep banging. I'll tell you who's really good at basketball. This guy, Amin Thompson, who his twin brother plays in Detroit. I don't know which is better out of the two, but bruh. Amin Thompson is a man. God. He's giving James Harden early OKC. When the whole thing was like, well, you knew they had Russ, you knew they had KD and Russ. So that was the 1-2. And then James Harden ended up kind of being the third, and no one knew, what was really well. There was a thought that he was going to be pretty fucking good. And OKC made the decision not to hold on to him, and then James Harden went on to have a great. Now, I'm not saying that I think Amin Thompson has. I don't think their games are the same because I hate James Harden's game, but I'm just talking about he sits in that kind of. Well, no, I guess he would be their number 2, kind of like Şengün and Jalen are the kind of 1-2 punch, and this kid's just been coming on like gangbusters. He can ball his ass off. Long, athletic, aggressive, good ball handling skills, and a great defender, an active defender. How do you get Amin? Hey, there's no way you're getting this kid out of. Obviously, you're not getting this kid out of Houston. Ime Udoka knows what he's got. Houston might be for real. All of this, boom, look at that play right there. All of this looks real good, you know what I mean, in the regular season. Obviously, it's like, do it. You got to do it in the regular season. But Houston's playing good, and they're young, and they're athletic. And I think Ime Udoka is the coach to shape all that shit up. Nuggets down 95-89 currently. Jamal Murray's been having a game. Can't even lie. He's got 4 turnovers, and I think it's, like I said, when he's got it going, but he's just constantly getting lost on defense. When he's got it going, you just want him to cook. You can't really expect him to do any other parts of the game really all that proficiently, but he's having a game. So, and he's having one when they need him to have one because Joker's not having a Joker-like game. God, Amin Thompson's really good. Look, the steal right there. And then just a rise. I mean, it's a dunk, so I don't know what he's talking about. But look at this is on John Morant. Get it. Another block from behind. No, sir. Telling you. They got a baller. One more, just for the cheap seaters. No, thank you. That's on a legit 7-footer, by the way. The kid is, how about some rise? For good measure, no, thank you. God, how do you get a kid like that out of Houston? Nuggets down 193. Get a timeout. Just not recognizing the shooter. Julian doesn't fight over the top of the screen, and Mike Malone has to get a timeout. This team. And let's look at what's at stake. If this game, let's say, goes the way that none of us want it to go, but the way that it could very well go, which is the trend that they're on. They're on a skid. You lose this game, you just lose a half game. Are the Los Angeles Lakers in action tonight? Let's see. Scores. Lakers played last night, got blown out. Clippers play tonight. Clippers don't play. Clippers are playing currently right now. So if the Clippers take the Spurs out, all those are finals. Okay. So if the Clippers take the Spurs out, they'll gain a half game. You lose a full game on the Clippers. The Clippers would be a full game behind the Nuggets. So you don't lose any position in the standings. So that's good. But it's still, I think, a trend that I'm seeing develop is we're not that good against the good squads. And it's going to keep the conversation going for me. Is this a team that needs to really be thinking about making a trade? Where's the foul? Shake my head, Timothy Rimothy says. Yeah. Houston roster makes the Nuggets look like it's the G League. Yeah, they're built well. They are built well. Glad Jamal has had a good nap time today. I bet Malone was nearby with a juice box and a PB&J sandwich. Yeah, he likes to coddle. He likes to coddle Jamal. He has an affinity for Jamal. He likes to coddle Jamal. We got to use soft gloves with Jamal. All right, let me see what this is. I got to be careful, fishing, that I don't get copyright strict. But let me see. Bez, what's it called? Bex, not Bex. Bez. Just fucking around. Bez Believe. Okay. Bez Believe. Fishing, this better be good, man. I'm already not liking the look. Bez Believe, fuck the. Oh, I've seen this kid before.
Kendrick's overrated. J. Cole's a scrub. Gunna's just a low-budget version of Young Thug. Kanye a fake Christian, blame everything on the Jews. He just mad nobody purchased his ugly red moon shoes. NBA young boy, you a deadbeat G. You gave all of your 12 baby mamas STDs.
Whoa.
Lil Uzi Vert, I know your little booty hurts. Dressed up like a teenage girl in some heels with a Louis purse.
That's a pretty fair assessment of Lil Uzi Vert. Is this guy signed? Am I going to get copyright strict for this? Is this going to get copyright strict? Is this going to get copyright stricken? Neck tattoo game is strong. Yeah, he's definitely got a lot. He's stronger than mine. I got a couple, but he's definitely neck tatted. Okay, hold on. You don't think he signed? Okay, as long as it's independent.
Philly saying you humiliate the city on TV with JT, but on the low you smashing Diddy. Playboy Cardi stuffing toys in his butt crack. Alvin in the
whoa. Playboy Cardi stuffing toys in his butt crack. Graphic. It's a little bit of a takedown. I can neither confirm nor deny whether or not Playboy Cardi is doing that, by the way. Nuggets down 102-93. Going in the wrong direction. Jamal Murray up and miss. 8:50 left. Oh, and there goes a three for the other side. OG Anunoby hits a three. Nuggets down 105-93. It's getting away from us, fam. My initial critique, fishing. Not the most creative set of bars. Joker just cashes a three. Nuggets down 105-96. Hopefully it's not too little too late. They're just getting, let's see how much we're getting out of our bench. My early assessment is it's not the most creative, but he's definitely taking a shot at the guys on top, and I can respect that. Let me listen to some more of this though. Hold on. Let me look in on the game here. Joker, give and go. God. Yes, sir, Christian Brown. Takes it strong to the hole. Nuggets down 105-98. 7-11 to go in the fourth. What we're hoping for is they can play some fucking defense, because that's usually what the problem is with this team. Come on. Miles. There you go. You got to get a bucket here. Off that miss, you got to get a bucket here. You got to get a bucket here. Jamal into Joker. Joker blows a bunny. Gets it back. Ball on the floor. No Nuggets go to the floor to get it. Knicks come out with it. Ah, Payne. You got to love him. He just pulls that jackboot bullshit out of his ass. Nuggets getting under control. Just calm it down. You got to get a bucket here. God damn it, Jamal. Oh, my God. Offensive. Peyton Watson still has not developed a refined offensive game, and it's just a struggle. You pull the shot fake, you get by the guy, and then what the fuck is that? Come on, man. Campaign, man pain. I like me some Costa Contra. If I could, I'd play them. Costa Contra goes. What is this? Just stop and review, and you can't be tagged. Oh no, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. That's game for the. Okay, come on, man. I'm not Daniel. I'm not doing it with you right now. Should Nuggets fans turn on Malone? Like, what are we saying? Yeah, Peyton Watson is just it's a hard watch. It's a hard watch. God damn it. Bridges hits 3. Nuggets down 10. Still doable. Still doable. Joker for 3. God, you just can't stop this cat. If they could just play some goddamn defense. Nuggets down 108 to 101. If they could just play some goddamn defense. Like give me some semblance of guys who actually can keep their feet, who don't make, wild ass decisions, who fight through and over the top of screen. Get the rebound. All right, here we go. Nuggets down 108 to 101. Westbrook back to Joker. Joker with Towns hounding him. Towns the hound. Jokic to Christian. God, that's just not Christian's shot. Aaron Gordon runs down the rebound. Pulls up for 3. Yes, sir. Okay. Now you got to defend. Nuggets down 108 to 104. This is all within contact. This is a huge game for Denver. I just can't help but feel like you got to leave New York with a win in order to just get the taste back in your mouth. A 3-game skid just feels like, would not be good. Let's listen to some more of Bez Believe.
They want their voice back. Cardi B's a whore.
Whoa. Just out the gate. He's just tearing. He's just taking shots at everybody in the game. Cardi B's a whore. Playboy Cardi likes to play with things in his butthole.
Newborn probably wish she had an abortion.
Whoa. It's definitely giving he wants problems. Joker just gets driven by a cat. I'll tell you this much. If Joker does lack anything in his repertoire, it's not come on, that's a foul. That's a foul. That steal right there was a foul, actually. If there's any part of Joker's game that's lacking, that's Nuggets ball. That's a Nuggets ball. If there's any part that's lacking in Joker's game, it's really his moving his feet in space on the defensive end. It's almost like he's better off just olaying, which he normally does. So when he's playing against, the cats of the league, he's at a definite disadvantage because they'll pull him away from the basket, and then it just looks like he doesn't even give it an effort. If there's one thing I could say that he has a deficiency in his game, oh, thank God. OG Anunoby with the big miss. Yes, this is exactly what that is, Timothy. He's just really going at guys, trying to get somebody to respond to him, which, his ability to rap, he can rap. But, creativity, there's something to be said. Now, Fish, and I know you like this cat. There's just something to be said about creativity and having a bunch of tats and just going at cats. I think it's bold. But first of all, this is the clout chase era. And so this isn't the era. You're not calling out a bunch of guys who are really going to go at you. You're calling out people who probably are equally as deficient in the bars. And so what are we really going to get out of it? Like, he started out with Kendrick, but I don't think he wants that smoke. Come on, Michael Porter Jr. God damn it. I can't stand. I need him out of here. This is a fan reaction right now. I need Michael Porter. If you're not going to hit wide open threes, what the fuck good are you? And then constantly out of position. Jalen Brunson is just a, oh my God. Oh, Michael Porter Jr. Guess who? Barely gets a hand on the ball. Luckily, Aaron Gordon was Johnny on the spot. Look, MPJ just hanging out on the perimeter. Good for nothing else. Just hanging out on the perimeter. God, it's such a struggle right now for the Nuggets to get any shot. What is that? That's not goaltending? How is that not goaltending? How was that not goaltending? How was that not goaltending? How was that not goaltending on that play? Jamal and Aaron can't get the rebound. This is Hart to the rack, no defense, Ole, get a timeout. This is it really is, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because for everything that we're told that he's worth, I guess he got that on the way up, though. Cat got that on the way up. He got that on the way up. 2:44 left, Nuggets down 10. For everything that Michael Porter Jr.'s game is worth, which I can't really tell you what. For everything that he's worth, the one thing that you got to hit open threes, or else all of that is bullshit, because he doesn't do anything else particularly consistently. I'm not even saying he doesn't do other things well, but if you're just going to hang out around the perimeter, well, then goddamn it, you need to hit 50% of your threes. If you're not going to do anything else, if your game is going to consist on drifting around the at 6'10", mind you, 6'10", you got to hit half of your threes. Currently, Michael Porter Jr. is 1 of 5 from 3, 3 of 8 from the field, 9 points. He's been stuck on that 9 points for the better part of 2.5 quarters. And so when you say, when you say this, unfortunately, Abdov, you can't, because who's going to take that trade? He's lazy as hell on defense for sure. And he's just a lazy offensive. He's a lazy offensive piece. And they're like, my buddy tells me, well, they got to run plays for him. No, they don't. Why? So he can be a part of the problem. The part of the problem in the NBA is that everybody thinks that they're, some crazy ass 3-point shooter. And I think the league average would say otherwise. You're not that special of a specialist to where you can't develop any other part of your game. There's nothing else. He doesn't set screens. He doesn't come off screens. He doesn't do anything other than hang around the perimeter. Knee-jerk reaction as a fan, sure, but I get to do that. I'll leave Dan Tanner to do all the breaking down. Him and KJ can have the pat on the back conversation. They're doing all right. I don't want to take shots at those guys. I just hear that from everybody that's attached to the team, close enough to the team. They're doing all right. It's like, if you watch this team play, it's very frustrating. Mike Malone is a massive liability right now. Dan Tanner knows sports. We're not doing that, Daniel. Dan Tanner knows. He knows what he's seeing. I think that because, okay, I'm going to call a spade a spade. I hope I don't get anybody in any trouble. When you're attached to teams, there's no incentive to make it uncomfortable for yourself within the facility. Does that make sense? I don't know where Andon is tonight. Hopefully he's not watching this, because my blood pressure is. I shouldn't be this upset. Let me watch something on. I was cruising. Oh, this is funny. Watch this. Hold
on. Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
Oh,
these batteries are.
Get off me! You ain't nothing without me.
I love to.
I made your ass.
What we're doing with
you can't fire me. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Y'all can't do me like this.
Clay Thompson goes off on Draymond and don't say words.
You ungrateful son of a bitches!
Russell Westbrook turns it.
Get off me!
That's great. That's great. I needed a good laugh. Because this fucking game is pissing me off. I needed a good laugh because this game is pissing me off. Nuggets down 116 to 108. It looks like it's not going to go the way that I want. Yeah, that's Clay. Isn't that funny? It's from the Five Heartbeats, obviously, but it's hold on. I missed something from Media Critic. Media Critic said, where's Media Critic? I saw it. How overrated are the Nuggets? This is a good question. How are the Nuggets overrated, you guys? I think in town, in our minds, maybe we have them. I think we have them actually. I think the Nuggets are actually fairly rated. I don't think anybody thinks anything about this team other than that Joker is the greatest player in the world. I don't think anybody thinks anything highly. I don't think the national media, when I hear them talk about like players like Michael Porter Jr., when you hear the assessment of some of our pieces, you can tell it's from people who actually don't watch the Nuggets play. Here's the thing. Jamal's having a 30-point night, right? He's 12 of 24. He's been a sieve on defense, as have the rest of the Nuggets. He's not by himself in that regard. And you know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of points scored being the only metric by which a player is lauded praise. Another turnover for Jamal, damn near. Points scored. It's like it's a very, I think it's a very archaic. Like Jamal's a -4. He's got 30 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. Exactly. He's having a good game. See, look, sea fishing. I didn't do it. I could have killed Jamal just then. I didn't do it. Conga says MPJ is pretty good still for a guy with 3. I don't want to hear that. I'm being honest with you. That's great. I don't want to hear that. Because they should have paid him then like a guy who had 3 back surgeries. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear about, hey, he's doing all right. That's part of the problem, is that guys are not held to, I think, a professional standard. Like the standard is, are you injured? Can you do this? Because I don't think he displays or exhibits, he doesn't exhibit any growth in game. Give me a place where Michael Porter Jr. has gotten better, where he's gotten better on the court. It's just been all based on potential. Give me an area where he's gotten better. And please don't tell me about Conga. I love you. I love you. I love all you. I love all you knuckleheads. But give me a place where you've seen his game grow. He strikes me as a guy who doesn't work on his game. MPJ isn't worth it. And frankly, the whole team is stale. Yeah, Derek, welcome to the party. Haven't seen you in here before, Whitney, but welcome to the party, pal. We're not doing that. No Dan Tanner slander. Where's Andon tonight? Oh, we already asked that question. Andon missed most of the game, but I expected more. So did I. Joe Height, welcome to the party, pal.
I'm a nice worker.
If I was Jokic, I would give it one more season, then demand a trade to somewhere the GM wants to win now. It's obvious the Nuggets aren't going anywhere this year. Yeah, I think that's fair. I'm a big picture guy, and I think in the big picture, without a major trade, which this team can't make because its tradable pieces just aren't, like, what are you going to get for Michael Porter Jr.? Let's be honest. What are you going to get for Michael Porter Jr. in a trade, right? Its tradable pieces are just not what anybody wants. It's nothing anybody really wants. Why do Nuggets fans get so triggered by talking about Malone? It's not that Nuggets fans get triggered about you talking about Malone. It's that you say this. Listen, Daniel, of all the knuckleheads, I really got an affinity for you because you're consistent. But it's just you keep saying the same thing over and over. It doesn't change the fact that there's got to be a deeper analysis than just fire Malone. Fire Malone. There's got to be a deeper analysis. There has to be you have to reach a little deeper. A deeper analysis. You're not adding anything. So I know. So at a certain point in time, Daniel, as much as I love you, knucklehead, I'm just going to stop reading your text because you're not adding anything different. You feel me? I want to hear from you. I just want to hear something different. We get it. You want Malone fired. We get it. Nuggets are really going to waste Jokic's days with the team who are emotionally vulnerable. Agreed. But hey, the Nuggets are back on TV. Oh, that's good. Hey, what's up, Andon? Now, Daniel, keep in mind, I'll let you, buddy. I'll let you, man. Just come on, man. You got something else in there. There's more analysis in there from you than just fire Malone. Is it time for Malone to get fired? Fire Malone. Is it time for why do Nuggets fans? We get it. You want Malone fired. Give me something deeper. You've got more in there. I'm demanding that you reach down deep and go get it. There he is. Just needed to put out the bat signal. Media critic. The radio broadcast was crying about officiating earlier. Yeah, that's going to happen. That's going to happen. And now it's all over, but it's all over but the crying. Nuggets down 122 to 110. This was a frustrating one. This was a frustrating one because of the last one, to be honest with you. It's like I would like to count too when Jamal Murray leads the team in scoring, the win-loss percentage. Is it just me or does AG look a little small since the injury? It's just you. I haven't been looking at his size. Yeah, I'm looking at him. He looks a little frail. It's a little frail. Yeah, that was Clay. Dan Tanner's been okay. Daniel, I think I might have I did you dirty on that one because I think I read that one before. Who is this Michael Jr.'s Porter? Shaq. However rated are the Nuggets by their media network? Very. Nuggets have always had bad contracts. I mean, this one was a Calvin Booth, like he cooked up the most fucked up situation. It's almost like, do you hate Joker? It like cooked up the most fucked up situation where ironically you got the best player in the world and now you can't put pieces around him because you just gave away money to guys who, quite honestly, I don't think had ever done anything career-wise to garner what they've gotten in the place where you put yourself. COD tonight. You guys are planning on getting together and getting a room again? I'm jealous. I'm amazed MPJ has played this many games. I thought he would have been injured a long time ago. Okay, Conga. You're fair. You're fair and you care. You're fair and you care. I don't. As soon as the update is finished. Big one. Okay. MPJ shouldn't be closing the game. Bring in Brown. Yeah, okay. You know what, you two guys. Too much roller coaster BS. The Knicks came out of the second half and tightened the noose. More low energy bullshit. Getting tired of seeing this. Me too. I think what you see in many instances, what I see is I just see a team that this is going to be a team that if you're not going to scrap for every possession, you're not going to win most games, I don't think, right? And so this is a team that plays with this laissez-faire kind of approach. You know, you see it when it's time to fight through screens or just, not stand still and watch Jamal Murray dribble his way. But, I don't know, come give him a screen or, it just, and I will say this to Daniel Miller's point. I don't think that the Nuggets offense is well worked out because of Joker's passing ability. I think he's just looked to sort of marshal the offense through his creativity. And I just think that there are times when you just watch them and it's just very disjointed. That's what I'll give you. They run the high pick and roll well, and then everything else is just kind of like, what will we get? And it's annoying. It's hard to watch. Daniel is the bot you never had on. I love him. I really care. But, you guys don't start fighting in my chat. God damn it. This is the hood. You guys can work it out. You guys are men. Fight if you want to. I don't give a shit. Do you think Malone is a neurotic coach? Huey, welcome to the party, pal. I think coaching this group of guys would make anybody neurotic. You just see guys who I think won a championship and guys who, I don't know, I just haven't seen this little growth. And maybe I'm just looking at other people's squads and just wanting what other people have. But you can tell who works on their game in the NBA and who doesn't. And in certain situations, OKC obviously is one of those. Houston's one of those. Maybe I'm just looking at people with shiny new toys. Boston's one of those. You just see it. I'll give you a perfect example. God damn it, his name just went out of my head. Plays in Golden State. Fucking athlete. Jonathan Kuminga. Jonathan Kuminga is a guy who, like, love or hate the Golden State Warriors, year after year, he's added to his game. You see it. He started out as just an athlete. Then he started working on his dribbling and his playmaking ability, and you've seen that. And then he started extending his game away from the rim, and he's got a pretty good jumper. He doesn't hang out at the three-point line. You've just seen a guy who's seemingly worked on his game. Now, name me a guy on the Nuggets who replicates that, who resembles that, a guy who's actually worked himself on his game. Especially since this version of the NBA is such a one-on-one skill type of. Name me one guy. People told Michael Porter Jr. he has the most beautiful jump shot since the jump shot was created, and he just fell in love with that persona of sorts, and it's really to his detriment, because I think that a guy like him, back injuries considered, Timothy, I think it's you who's the Okanga. There's other parts of the floor where I think he could excel. You're 6'10". You don't have a jump hook. You don't have a floater in space. You don't have a 10-foot float. You feel he's 6'10" with touch, obviously, if you got a jumper. You don't have any of these other parts of your game. It's just odd. It's weird. There's a black hole of negativity on this team. Look at Cat and Brunson leading by example, high energy style. Rest of the team follows. We need fucking leaders, plural. And I will say this. Where Nikola Jokic is concerned, the one thing that I don't think that you'll ever get out of him is fiery leadership. So, best player in the world, but he's not going to be that's kind of what you would figure. I wonder if Russell Westbrook feels comfortable enough with these guys to really lay into somebody's ass. I don't know. I don't know. Nuggets only have maybe 6 good players, sometimes less, when they just sleepwalk through 75% of the game. Okay, let's name those 6, because I don't disagree with that. Obviously, you'll count the starting 5. Everybody in that starting 5, with the exception of Nikola Jokic, has serious deficiencies in their game. When I say serious deficiencies, let's look at it. Joker, I'll say he has some defensive pull him away from the basket, and he kind of looks, you can put him on skates. He's just not a quick foot mover in that regard. So I think he's a better defender than he's given credit for, but I think if that's against a center that can pull him away from the basket, he's at a disadvantage, especially one like Cat, who can then put the ball on the floor and go to work. There aren't a lot of those. So you rarely see that. Aaron Gordon. I think Aaron Gordon, his offensive capabilities have diminished over time. I don't know if that's just because he's playing his role. He's got a very slow game, very slow kind of laissez-faire game. Other than that, though, he's a Swiss Army knife. He can do a lot of things for you. He's going to defend well. He's going to defend the other team's best player. He's going to rebound the position, and he can get hot, but you're not looking to him to score, which makes him a liability on a team that this ain't the Pistons. Right? This ain't the San Antonio Spurs. The Nuggets are never going to out-defense team. So what you need is guys who can actually get you buckets. And if he's not, pretty much that dunker position play that they used to always run with the alley-oop, it's just fallen out of the offense. You don't see a lot of that. And I get it. Why? Because it's just like, how many times can you go to the well with that? How many times can you go to the well with the high pick and roll? Like, that's your offense. So there's deficiencies there. But I'll count him as, yes, one of their good players. Michael Porter Jr., need I say more? One trick pony, bonehead on defense, often not paying attention. And yes, a great looking jump shot, but he's not hitting it at the league's highest percentage. He's not Klay Thompson. Deficiency in his game, but okay, you'll call that one of their good players. Jamal Murray, great one-on-one scorer. But has to shoot a very low percentage in order to do that. And his style of play tends to freeze their offense. And again, the 2-man pick and roll, the high pick and roll, how many times can you go to that well? Right? Okay. And then Russell Westbrook. Love the fire, love the effort. Russell Westbrook is a shadow of himself when it comes to scoring the basketball. He blows a lot of bunnies, has a lot of turnovers. High turnover guy, both him and Jamal. Those are 5. Now, Everybody else, Christian Brown, it's like work in progress. Good player for sure. Had that 28-point game in Chicago. What did it? Work in progress, but I'll give him good. I think if you take Christian Brown, P. Watt, and Julian Strawther, you put all those three guys together, they make one good player. Does that make sense? So all those guys together make one good player. Everybody's giving Daniel Miller. Don't get mad, Daniel. Dan Miller equals James Miller. And James is a bit of a wild card. Daniel's fighting back. Don't call me out fishing. You're a fraud. The guy call me out. Yeah, you're a fraud. Timothy's a Knicks fan. Timothy 90. That guy's a fucking Knicks fan. Call me out. Fight back, Daniel. Don't take no guff. I think Denver should trade MPJ. Hear me out. I think so too. Get some picks, maybe salary room. Then in the offseason, dump AG and Jamal. Agreed. Get one player who's max. Yep. And use the rest to get solid pieces. I think that's where they're at. They're at break it down, rebuild around Joker time. That's what this is. I don't know what the fuck you're going to get. You're going to get picks from Michael Porter Jr. from who? A contender? I don't know. Maybe he does fit in a place like Boston. Do they got picks? This season is a wash. I agree. I think we're all watching now. I think we're all watching for watching's sake. I think I've seen enough. 40 some odd. How many games in are we now? They are now 28 and 18 or 28 and 19. So the better part of 46 games, 47 games. I've seen enough. Is it going to get better? From what we've seen, is it going to get better? You've had a triple-double basically averaged this season, basically, from Joker. And the rest of the team looks like it looks. Up and down, up and down. Where is P. Watt going to be there tonight? Or P. Watt seems like a guy great at home, on the road. Buckets. Let's look at some numbers before we go in that paint one. Dan, you know who it is. God damn it, it's Dan Tanner. Season's the wash. Second that. Joe Hyde. I've watched most Nuggets games this year. Frustrating seems to be a theme. Yeah. No media critic, you're phenomenal.
That is good news. I'll be honest. That is good news.
Do like Golden State did. They didn't really do it yet. They've been toying around breaking it down, and they did not build it back up properly. Will the Nuggets get bounced in the first round? Depends on who they match up with. I do think that this is a team that in the regular season maybe doesn't take its opportunities so serious. And I think that in a 7-game series, what you're hard pressed to do, I think in a 7-game series for some teams is beat back its best attributes, beat back this team's best attributes. But will they make it to the NBA Western Conference Finals? Even if they do, I just don't see them beating. I don't see them beating Houston if they were to match up with Houston in the playoffs. I just think that teams that are livelier will always give the Nuggets problems because this is a lackadaisical team. They're just lackadaisical. Just for JFC. Nuggets, slam a damn Red Bull or a coffee or something. Wake the fuck up. Exactly. Just crash hard, play physical. Also, physical players get injured less because they go 100 start to finish. Injuries are a sign of slack. And it's also a sign of, like, I think guys who think, no, I'm the man. It's like, you're not. You need to be a scrapper. This team is one great basketball player and a bunch of scrappers, a bunch of guys who need to look at and model themselves after this team's second most valuable player, which is Russell Westbrook. Imagine where this team would be without his contributions over those AG injured games. Imagine where this team would be. I'm telling you, he might not be their second best player. I think everybody would give that to Jamal just because Jamal can score. But make no mistake, Russell Westbrook is this team's second most important player. Malone is the white Tomlin. Oh, shit. Great at motivational and personal relationships. However, their coaching styles are out of date and both need change to be successful in the future, in my opinion. I don't think that's a bad opinion. I think to Daniel Miller's point, I do think that it's time for Mike Malone. I just don't think that if he's not going to get more out of this squad. Now the question becomes who's better. But at this point in time, it's like, does number 27 work on his game? That's a great assessment. He doesn't seem like a guy who's worked on the finer points of the game. All he does is know how to score. So I don't know. Does he work on that? I don't know if it's a natural ability for him to score the basketball, or does he put up a bunch of jump shots? It just doesn't seem like he's a guy. Like, look at the turnovers that he had tonight. A couple of the turnovers that he had tonight were because he's usually a half second, if not a full second late on a wide open pass, but he's always looking to score, and he's got to dribble in order to set himself up to score. And a couple of those, it's almost like he starts to throw it and he wants to pull it back because he's like, oh no, this is a lax pass. And by then it's too late. Very frustrating turnovers. Nuggets have 3 good players. Inconsistency is the deal breaker for me. Daniel Miller, if we don't make the playoffs, who stays or goes? Malone goes if they don't make the playoffs for sure. And I do think it's going to be, I think it is everybody but Joker's on the block. Media critic, he doesn't work on his game in the offseason. If he did, it wouldn't be waiting until January for him to heat up. I agree. 27 is doing MMA in the offseason. Yeah, he's a martial arts guy. He thinks that there's a different way to get to it. Hey, real quick, don't mean to totally derail the chat, but a bad crash happened in DC. Black helicopter collided with a plane. What? I'm over here. I'll look into that. I don't think we'll get a chance to get in. Fishing hates Oren and D-Mac. Wait, what? Are you just saying shit now, Daniel? Oren, thanks for mentioning James Merrill. Yeah, I regret it. Media critic may be James Merrill. This is great. You guys are God. You guys are making me feel much better. Oren BK is very special. You're very special. Do you just want to hear me sing that when you say that? Or my bad, Virginia. Okay, that's not as close to me. Need someone to go and get some compromising pics of Sam Presti, Danny Ainge, so you can loop some pics off of him. I know, right? Pics. Got it. I understood what you said. Need someone to go on compromising pics. Oh, you said that already. Conga and Jason Hunt, excuse me. Trying to play Nuggets brand of basketball isn't going to work anymore. Time to shake up. Yeah. And an all-star among other pieces. Bringing an all-star among other pieces. Yeah, I think everything's on the table. I think you should look at Jimmy Butler's situation, and I think you should think about breaking this thing down. The thing I like about Joker, it seems like a guy who's not going to hold the team hostage. He just wants to get better. And I think everybody should be on the block. And I'm disappointed in, I'll tell you this, Christian Brown's worth holding on to. Julian Straub is worth holding on to. That's kind of the list. Even with Aaron Gordon, I'm kind of like, I don't know, man. I feel like he's actually a good bartering piece. And there's elements to his games that at times are frustrating, because this is a team that cannot afford to play lackadaisical and laissez-faire, and it's just like he adds to that mix. You know what I mean? Okay, guys.
Super duper. That's nice.
I think what I should do, I think I should get out. I was going to cruise around on the internet and fuck around a little bit. Hey, keep in mind, Good News Travel Fast, Good News _Travel Fast over on YouTube. Just go over there, like, subscribe. I haven't really started up for the year because I've been trying to pull things together. I'm really planning on moving into a vehicle, and me and my dog are going to travel around. We'll do this sports stuff, but we're also going to be doing something. I'll keep you updated on that, but I need to clean that page up. But do me a favor, go over there, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when I go live, because I'll go live on there more in the coming weeks, and then I'll keep you guys updated on what I'm doing over there. Like and subscribe over here as well. Just it's so easy to do. Just hit the like, hit the subscribe, and then hit the notification bell, and you guys will know. Daniel Flores, you just now getting in here? What the hell, Daniel? Come on, brother. Hold on. Daniel Flores, welcome to the hood, man. Welcome back. Jay Sims, you just now getting in here? Welcome to the hood, man. New York has been blowing teams out. Nuggets were in it to the end. No, they were not. That is not true. That is actually incorrect. The Joker needs a real Robin to his Batman. I agree with that. Until they have someone else who feels like he will get his when he wants. You don't have to apologize. If you just like to hang out, you don't always have to. I like to hear from the hood. All right. I really appreciate y'all and everybody who participated.
day in my hood, I bang. I'm a nice worker.
You know that you guys really do, and I mean this when I say this, your involvement, your participation really does help me just get through this, because I'm a guy who likes to react to people who like to react. So if you feel like you're on the sidelines and you're like, I don't know if I should say anything, they seem real snarky. We're not that bad, are we, guys? Hood, are we that bad?
Every day in my hood, I bang. I'm a nice worker.
Sure, if you say something stupid, somebody might call you a fucking idiot. But I mean, come on. Who among us has not been called a fucking idiot? Come on. You don't have to be okay. You don't have to be afraid. There's nothing in here to fear. We're nice guys. We're all a bunch of nice guys who just really, really, really love to just give it to Jamal Murray, because God damn it, that guy really pisses me off. That guy really fucking pisses me off. We're just a bunch of guys having some fun. Isn't that right, Joe Height? We're all good people.
Every day in my hood, I bang. I'm a
This
nice
chat is
worker.
good people. Fucking idiots. We're the idiots, but you're a fucking idiot. You say anything in here and it's not to my liking, oh yeah, you're gonna get it. But then I'll love you at the end. So for Andon, hold on, let me get some music going. Let me get a cut of music. Let me get a fucking cut of music. That loss tonight really chapped my ass. I'm about to kick it over to Dan Tanner. That tonight really chapped my ass. So before I kick it over to Dan fucking Tanner, let me just give a shout out to the hood. Just give a shout out to the guys in the hood. Who do we got? Andon. Joe Height. Timothy Rimothy. Daniel Flores. Jay Sims. Andon G. My guy Fishing. Jason Hunt. Conga Hydra. Media critic. Daniel Miller, who wants a coach fired. That solo.
Every day in my hood, I bang. I'm a nice worker.
Who did I miss? Who did I miss? I feel like I'm Timothy Rimothy. Can't forget about Timothy Rimothy.
Every day in my hood, I bang. I'm a nice worker.
Aldov, haven't seen you in here, big dog, but welcome to the party, pal.
In my hood, I bang. I'm a nice worker.
Derek Whitney.
Every day in my hood, I bang. I'm a nice worker.
Who else? We had a lot. Paul Schaefer.
Every day in my hood, I bang. I'm a nice worker.
Okay, that seems like all the guys. Round of applause. I should say something profound right now. I feel like I should say something profound right now. Something profound. Okay, I got it. When in doubt, okay, life comes at you fast. When in doubt, don't be a fucking idiot. Dan Tanner in the paint.
And now it's time to play everybody's favorite game.
We are having that combination. Jesus Christ. We can't have.